Process time though. Well, you're probably a better laner than the people you're playing up against. I mean, that's one thing that, I mean, they're very small mistakes that every 1,000 MMR, they still make them. Like, 4K people still make mistakes in how they lane. I mean, I can pretty much pick any hero. Like, I pick Wisp and go mid, and I'm 4-0, and it's like... Are we serious? But I mean, if you can turn a kill, I mean, it's, you know, oh no. Oh no. But I mean, there's some merit. There's definitely some merit to what you're saying. It's something I would need to see. It is. It really is. It was so dumb. They even rotated on me. It was so disgusting. And I'm like, hey team, you guys better be doing good. Like, I've got a mech, I got a ball, I almost have bots. This is so stupid. And then my team fed and we kind of lost. Just because, I mean, I'm still, at the end of the day, I'm still with. I mean, we did plenty. It's just that I didn't have like I had no real tether targets. It was yeah, but I had nobody on my team. Like, I mean, I don't know. I've been playing Gyro lately because I want to re-understand why I stopped playing him. Yeah, he works. No doubt he works. No doubt. Oh. Hi. Uh-oh. I have an important phone call, so we're actually going to have to pause here. Oh shit. Okay, sorry about that. Had a very important phone call. I don't like to pause like speedruns for bullshit, but I had to pause for that. Get all of my stuff together. And hit 2 and we should be good to start. Wait, see if I'm moving. Okay. Okay. Hate these oozes. These oozes suck. I'd say we could play a game of Dota, but unfortunately I have to leave in about 2 hours, and this has about 90 minutes left on it. If somehow I get destroyed, well then... Yeah, I'll be back not too much long after that, but... You play on, like, US East or something, right? I play on US East. One big problem I have with Valve is that they can't... Storm needs to be fixed. I don't understand why he's allowed that. I mean, I guess it's because he's... I hope that it's balanced for draft, but he is not balanced in pubs. There's big time issues with that hero. It's not good that, I mean, I don't know. There's so many problems with pubs that we could just get into. Like, the other big problem I have is that the people love to play ranked all pick. Well, the problem is the picking in ranked all pick is not balanced. It's not even close to balanced. The same team that gets first pick also gets last pick. Like, how is that even fair? This is stupid. It's just stupid. But everybody says, well, it's your MMR. Well, I don't know. How many times do I get to last pick? I mean, I try to queue for cap... Like, if I try to queue... Like, I don't know what I did to... Ooh. I don't know what I did to my ranked MMR. Because I got 1 game in, okay? But I have to wait like 20 minutes to get a game. It is disgustingly bad. And I'm not... Like, I can queue all pick or captains. It doesn't matter. I do not get a match, and I'm like, there's no like like I've played enough like in parties and stuff with the all pick crap. They do not need a system like League. Holy shit, they don't. League is terrible. Like they should, if it worked still like on the hidden Elo, but the problem is they use this front of, we're going to pretend there's a league system, and we're going to pretend that we're matching people up based on the leagues. But we aren't. We're matching them up based on their Elo. So this whole league thing is a facade, and the whole thing is a joke. Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. I thought we were talking about something else. The problem with league is that those bans don't matter. Like, do they matter? Like, anytime I've played, like, I look at the bans and go, well, you ban the counter to this hero, so I'm just gonna pick this hero. Like, I kind of wish that they... I mean, the problem is that it's set up for, like, pickup play. But it's... I mean, in terms of balance, I mean... It's more balanced, sure. It's more balanced on casual play. But it's not more balanced for, It still has some pretty major issues. But their game is also balanced differently, so we're kind of... But yeah, I mean, I've had the same thoughts. I kind of wish it was 5 bans, to be honest, but I think that adds more tactical play than they're willing to put into their game, so that's riot for you. We have to go talk to Evil Otto first. So 4 dungeons left. You also have to go buy a locket. I would love to buy a locket. Thank you. Now we may need to heal and seed here. I mean, if you play a good Meepo, the problem is that I think there's too many popular heroes that counter him. Maybe. He certainly farms very fast. It's like having a fake, we should've... It's like starting the game with the Radiance. Or Radiance that you get as you level. It's so good. Naga's pretty disgusting too. Like, you can just stall games that you otherwise shouldn't. But if people on your team all want to pick carries, then I have no idea why you're picking Naga. Well, this is the thing, is that, I mean, like you mentioned how people just eventually get aggressive, is you have to be good enough to hold your cool. Because if you can, they're not, I mean, they're going to try to fight you, and every time they try to fight you, they're going to make critical mistakes because they're being too aggressive. I'd honestly just go with, like, Gyro or something. Oh my god, this thing has like 720 health. Oh, that fight sucked. So I guess this, whether or not we break our personal best today, which we set yesterday, it's gonna rest on whether or not we, oh, the cure. It's not good. That did no damage. If we can get white off, we win. There we go. How much does that do? 440, so it's really not enough. Because 440 plus the 190 is not enough. Ooh. So she doesn't do enough to finish that off, huh? See how it is. So what do we need to do after this? We just go to Paz's tower. Because we cleared the wind, he's going to start the machine. And we're good. How'd you find my Twitch, by the way? We have a whole... Oh yeah, it's not that sneaky. I have thrown away so much MMR in this patch. Like, you can actually look like I wasn't very high. Then we went to high, and then we went to normal. But like, ever since we started falling, I started, like, playing heroes I don't usually play. A lot of supports and stuff that have, I mean, it's how good are your teammates, too. I'm trying to have fun, because I'm like, if I'm just going to tank my MMR, at least playing with my friends is going to be more fun, because I'm not, like, bringing our MMR up by, average by, like, 1,000. Oh, I didn't finish that thought, by the way. The one thing I really wish they had was a, just the queue, it's just how good you think you are. Because, I mean, it would be really frustrating if you're queuing, you know, like to play against like Merlini and shit, and you just get pounced, you know? I mean, a lot of the pros already find MMR, like the people that they get matched up against 6K, it's already silly, so... And there could be an entirely different queue, I don't care, because I mean, Volvo doesn't care about how much they split up the queues or not anymore, so... Or, I mean, they at one point they didn't. You need to be using light and not this spell. Doesn't do enough damage. If the axe does more damage. Uh-oh. Oh, it missed. Wow, we are just trashing this boss. He's dead in the next round. Like, that white spell is gonna kill him. And if it doesn't, it is really close to, I mean, I think he's dead. Wow, so we're gonna go to Paz's Tower with 50 minutes to finish it. We have 1,000,000 seeds. We're doing really well. Yeah, we might actually crush the previous record. But we also need a good Paz's Tower. So I don't know how much you know about this game, but there's one really huge random element that's going to screw our speedrun, and it's where this guy spawns. Yeah, don't rage. I mean, I fall foul of my own rules all the time, But as soon as you rage, like, against lesser teammates, like, I kind of have a bit of Russian in me, and when you play on Russian servers, like, the idea of yelling at your teammates is you're either trying to do better yourself, or you're trying to help everyone else do better. You don't hate your teammates. It's a cultural thing. Like, you're yelling because you're... It's hard to get. I mean, that's just how they know that they can get more out of each other. That's just it's a cultural thing. And we have drinks after the game, it's, you know, but like, when you're playing against other people, some people don't realize that. So the bird does not actually spawn on floor 1. What happens is, the first time you meet him, it's free. He gets to go wherever he wants, and then he takes his glass elevator to whatever floor he wants. But there's exceptions. If you flick various switches throughout the dungeon, that happen to be on all of the even floors, he cannot ever cross those boundaries once you've created them. But the catch is that the first time you talk to him, no matter how, like, I can go through the dungeon, flip all the switches, he can go wherever he wants. After the first one, he has to follow the rules. So the only thing, though, is that the first time we talk to him, he has to go to another floor. So we want to talk to him on the most convenient floor for him to... We don't want him to spawn on. That floor is floor 3, because if we have to get to floor 2, we're going to hate ourselves a lot. All the upstairs in this dungeon, for the most part, all go... Oh shit. They all go up 2 floors. All of the downstairs go down 2 floors. So we start on floor 1, it's a 7-floor dungeon. If you do the math, when we get to floor 7, there's a stairway to get down to 6. So basically the catch is that we talk to him here. We don't want him to be on 2, and we don't want him to be on 4. That's essentially the goal here. Her being blinded is a problem. And if he appears on 5, 6, or 7, basically we're in business. The reason I play Poi on 2K. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you tilt on the. I get it. Yeah, it's amazing how much people give up and they just say GG. Like, there's certain times it's just like I really like the amount of how much you'd have to come back and how much you really don't want to play this game anymore. Like, if people like I ask people in the games, like, I mean, it's your choice. I mean, we keep playing, or I can, you know, surf the internet for 5 minutes while they finish, because. I mean, we're down like 30k gold, and unless you guys actually want to put up a real defense, our lineup sucks for this. I mean, there's a point where it's just like, I mean, I don't want to make you guys, you know, not hate me, but I mean, like I mean, the game sucks. Like, do you really want to see the end, you know, 40 minutes from now when we catch up from this bullshit? I mean, if it's just that bad of a game, and people are that out of it, like, I am strong against blind. Wow, all they do is spamming blind. That's awesome. She's gonna miss. Wow. She has hit every axe that she has been blinded on. I do not understand why there's not a surrender button. I understand that and people don't even realize, I mean, there's a lot of games that people give up in League that you can still win. Like, in League, you can definitely still win if people throw. Because your barracks respawn, and it's a lot harder to end a game in League, because once you've taken all the outlying objectives, there really isn't much more progress to make until you just win the game. But Reddit, you know, Reddit gets to tell Valve what to do, and they told Valve that they don't want, you know, they don't want a surrender button because we're not League. Go play League. So. This VOD is going to be great. It's just going to be me bitching about League the entire time. I mean, by Dota the entire time. Like, this entire week of the qualifiers, I have just girded out so hard on the. It's not even rating. It's just like, this game is bad. I don't want to play this game anymore. This is a bad game. Okay, so this is the worst. These are the worst combats of the game. We're relying on luck to not lose us too much time here. And we're going to lose some time. We're going to go for... Oh boy, I should think about 500 from that. We got it down to 2. But him not getting a turn... I mean, I have to get him up. Actually, do I? I don't have to. If she quakes, we're dead. Okay, we're not dead. I mean, I'm just completely fine if people want to quit. It's just that... I mean, what happens in League is, like, the ranking games, people will usually still play if you want a surrender. However, they won't, like, how do I say this? They won't give, like, if it's a regular game, you have to be kidding me, game. If it's not a ranked game, even though they're really all ranked, it's just in League there really is a big difference in the play. How do I say this? If someone initiates a surrender in, like, blind pick, and the surrender doesn't work, that person wants to quit the game. Simple as that. And they're gonna sit in the base. I think if it was clear that if a surrender doesn't happen, that you need to keep playing, I don't know. I don't like wasting time when I'm playing games, so... we're speedrunning, I'm saying don't waste time. It's so funny. But no, really, I mean, it's a waste of 10 people's time. I mean, it's like chess. Oh, shit. Yeah, we gotta restart this fight. This fight got fucked. Just Blizzard one. Well, it's not even like a chance to win. It's like, you know, it's like chess. I don't want to play this game anymore because it's over. You have all of my pieces. Fuck! Oh, this fight is gonna jack me. We could just exit the fight. You see? Get him up. Finally through the mana course. Floor 7. And I'd just rather start another game. Like, to me, the most interesting part of the game is like the first 20 minutes and how that develops. Like, part of this patch is that I think most games, like, they still have to be played out, obviously, and mistakes can still happen. But for the most part, the game is completely over by, you know, I'd say in the first 10 minutes. I don't think the team with the lead at the 10-minute mark, let's say, I don't think that they can, I'm not from there. Heritage is. Well, some of it anyways. Mostly Polish, really. Really Polish. We need to use arrow on these two. But I mean, if I had to pick one, it'd be Polish. Which is still pretty damn close, isn't it? Okay, so Bird's not on floor 7. We kind of messed this up. He can heal one. If he heals when we messed up. That's cool. 15 years ago. Did you like it better? I don't know how old you were then, but did you like it better here or there? Those... A lot has happened in 15 years too, wow. Okay, so you at least remember it. Cool. Yeah, about that. They are. It's not even politics. It's just corporates that, corporations that control the government. It's amazing. Like when people, I find it incredible that on the news here, like political movements in other countries are considered bad things. But I mean, people get hurt and stuff, that's not good. But I mean, just the way it's framed is that, well, they're going against the government, that's terrible. Well, the government kind of sucks. And they're mad, so they want to, peacefully or not, they want to change things. That's something I think that's grown a little bit foreign to Americans. Oh my god, you sound like a friend of mine. A friend of mine from high school was a big Noam Chomsky guy. I'm not sure I buy into all of his stuff. And I haven't really talked about him much. And yeah, he was more into psychology, I think, but I don't even know what he was majoring in college. Could have done poli-sci, I really don't know. So we're gonna arrow these guys. I'm pretty sure they can duplicate too. Problem. But the cure spells are more annoying. Because it just like undoes, it's doing damage to the group. So we're gonna hit our first switch, and we're gonna hope that the bird is maybe here. Oh, the bird is here. So we have to go down to 4 now. And he's probably gonna move. I don't think he can stop on, because the switch was flipped on this floor. I don't think it actually stops him. I think it only stops him if he tries to move past the floor. So basically, that switch was useless. We need the switch on floor 4. Which is good for us. Yeah, the last thing I remember talking about, yeah, because I'm pretty sure my friend, we were having, the last time I remember a discussion was about, is like language something that's learned, or is it something that is like how you figure out how to walk without somebody telling you how to do it? Whether language is acquired or if it's genetically organic. I guess that'd be the way to say it. Genetically organic. There we go. So we got Flare. We got the best spell in the game. Now we're gonna power our way through this. We have to seed here. Let's just seed for the hell of it. We have 5 wizard spells now. Oops, well, that was a mistake. They're all gonna heal now. What's even more insulting to me is that this animation takes forever. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. I mean... Oh, come on! I hate these jugglers. So I'm pretty sure going down here is all the... Okay, so him... I think we just have a normal stairway down here. I don't think we have to do... I think if we want to go down to 3... If we want to go down to 3... I could have flared these guys, we already had these spells queued up. And I don't want to get stone beaked, so do it this way. Oh, 22. Feel like no damage. So we have to go to this corner here, hit the switch. Should be good. Are we gonna get a gold or a purple split on Gaz's tower? Like, this is happening? Because we're gonna go back to do the boss, and we have... I mean, I want to say the boss fight takes 5 minutes? And right now, we're working a 17-minute edge, and what already we had him in the perfect location last time. Okay, we're gonna hit this switch, and he's gonna go to either 5 or 7. So he cannot go past floor 4. So we have every floor. We may have to fight to get to the boss area if necessary. Why can't you get into games like this? Why not? I find Dark Souls too easy. And then I really got turned off by the way they're soft locking and screwing things up with the, like, people that are trying to patch the game and stuff. Got a text from S or something. Oh, I may have to pause again. But Dark Souls was fun to play through. There's one feature in that game that I think is really fantastic. Dark Souls 1 at least. Oh wow, we actually got the boss fight. Wow. So we actually didn't have to go down. My mistake. If he goes to an even floor and you lock it, he can't move. So the guy has 25,000 health. And we really should have our claw up for this. Oh my god. Why? being distracted by my mom, I may actually have to pause here, because she's now texting me a million times, and like there's a dilemma, and I have to somehow come up with an answer, and all I'm hearing is that there's a dilemma. Very good at this. She's really sweet. It's like, just tell me what the solution is, or tell me you want a solution. Don't just tell me there's a problem. What is the problem? But I have to wait for the other 10 texts to get that, so... Well, she's still texting, so I'll take care of it in a second. I hope Psych Shield's down. Oh no! This game is, I mean, we're playing through this at a pace that is like world record speed, so there's a number of challenges in this game that are possibly more annoying than Dark Souls. Like, we're going through areas where, I mean, we're literally at the mercy of the RNG. And we just have to kind of deal. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of neat things you can do. I'm not really into the... There's this thing called, tool-assisted speedrunning. I don't understand what that is. I don't understand. If I want a computer to play the game for me, it's like, sure, I can watch a computer play chess. That's not really... Well, I could watch it play chess, and I don't even know how to quantify this. Oh, fuck! Damn it, Mom! Ah! He fucking pile drives, I'm gonna be pissed. Fuck! God damn it. I'm just pausing. Fucked up my speedrun. Sorry, that's just really frustrating. I don't understand why I need 10 texts to do one thing. And it fucked up the run, so... Somewhat salty! A little bit. Was that... well, yeah, I don't know. He did Stonebeak twice. But it started out really well. We're gonna do one more round all in here before he does Psych Shield. He's probably gonna Psych Shield after he flares. It should be at 2100 flares, just about. Okay. I think he's gonna Psych Shield in between, so I don't want to flare, because it'll come back and kill us. Oh, guess not. There it is. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. I'm trying to talk to you. Trying to think. Trying to talk to her too. Hopefully I told her the right answer though, I don't know. Bummer here is we can't really cast spells. You see what happens if you cast it when he's Psych Shielded. It's just when I was texting, like, it's the same animation whether or not the shield goes down. But when I look away, I honestly don't know what stage he's in, but we're in... Well, not only are we doing a speedrun, the speedrun's going exceedingly well. The... Got lucky / got around the bullshit that happened yesterday. Wow, okay. Okay, so we are going to use the life spell on him. Goal here is... We're in trouble now. If he does Stonebeak, we lose. Sky Attack, we live. Okay. Psych Shield being down, should use Flare. He should still get his Flare. Because he's so slow that he was actually last on the round anyways. That was fucking stupid. Okay, 920. Like shield down. He's in his last form, like, we should win right here. We should just go all in. Going all in. I think he's dead on this one, to be honest. We still gained 5 minutes. I like that. I think the last time we actually killed him on the first go-around. But there was another five minutes or so in there if we didn't go to the switch on 4. Got everything we need here. We're actually going to have to go back. We're going to lose Haley. We're going to gain Ruben for 1/2 of 5 minutes. The game glitched there. That was interesting. Well, it didn't glitch. I mean, it started playing the other music. Because, like, whenever, like, story events happen, sometimes you get the overworld music, and then I used exit, and then it started playing the Windia music. I don't know, some old games are, I mean, it's a bit, you know, there's nostalgia in it, and then there's, you know, I really don't know which is faster. Better just make a decision. Should have went the other way, because now we have to do those overworld crap. I'm pretty sure it's about the same, though. So what we're doing is we have to go pick up this Thunder Rock. Which will let us go to the lake, underground lake. We also screwed up. We need more seeds. We need all the seeds. 70 seeds. Now Spencer's there, because Spencer's like out treasure hunting with his new boyfriend. First treasure hunter. Here, have Thunder Rock. That's it. That's all we needed to go do, is talk to the guy in the bed. You can see this walk is a lot longer. Pretty sure it's about the same distance, though. I have plenty of explosives to end the game. And we never have to walk in the, everything is in this area of the game now. Got yourself some Thunder Rock, eh? We just go to Spencer's place. We have to get the Sagittarius crest. I don't know why I'm walking. Moves the boat. The boat. We did it! Yay! All we needed here. And now we go to the end game. One of the reasons I'm fumbling with items is that the item that you have equipped happens to be, if you have the sword equipped, you get bonus speed, which determines who goes first in combat. And also the claw gives you bonus magic damage. The other two things give you nothing, the axe and the bombs. Just having it equipped. And you can change it before, like, the round of combat starts. Well, this sucks. She needs to go down. She's... okay. Should have just used bombs. Like, that's overkill on her, like, 1,000,000 times. We can't cast white twice because of the beholder. But you said you like the Dark Souls series. Dark Souls series and what other kind of games? Oh, Quake 3. So you're more of a shooter. See, well, that's the thing. I mean, shooters are like a whole different... Like... A lot of early shooters suck. Like, if it's not Doom, and it's not, like, Quake, it's... I mean, some people, you know, take your pick, whatever. Some people like Team Fortress or whatever, but I mean... Until you get to a certain era in first-person shooters, some people love Call of Duty. Well, you don't play, like, the games that preceded Call of Duty that had issues that Call of Duty fixed and made way better. Like, it's a genre that the old games don't really have. I'm not a huge FPS fan just because I feel that... Like, I love Halo. I thought Halo PC was really good. Just Halo in general, but I played it on PC. And I played on pseudo... Well, not really pro, because it really wasn't a big pro following for that. But, you know, we played, you know, 2v2s, 3v3s, 5v5s, whatever. Oh, it didn't knock them all out. That's a problem. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Best armor in the game? It is. It's... I can't stand Team Fortress. Like, I got suckered into it. It was fun. But, like, in terms of, like, could I... Like... It's like playing Heroes of the Storm. I just can't. It's just... It kills me. Like, Hearthstone's fun. I feel that there's some tacticalness to it. But I don't like feeling like I'm doing something tactical in this is a mistake. This would take me back exactly where it was. Which I guess isn't terrible. But it's just that, I mean, I mean, it's a fun game, and that's really all I can say about it. Like, the balance is not there. One thing that kills me with FPS is just that there's this inherent problem that defending a region, like most of the game modes are like defend stuff or capture a point, and I would want to say that most of the time the team that holds the point first is probably going to win if if it's an even matched game. Just because it's so hard to it's Art of War. I mean, it's easier to defend a location and you have to expend more resources, and generally like in Halo King of the Hill, it's or like a deathmatch thing. It's like the team that holds the high ground is going to win unless something different happens. Here we go. We're going to be going to the tower with about as much time and change that we had from Blingbird. Like, I wish the FPS genre could do something else. Just because I would like to play it again. Okay, so, basically identical split. Is it assault, capture the flag, meaning that if you goes, like, you don't have to have your flag at home or something? Like, it has weird rules. Like, basically the flag starts at your base and you're trying to deliver the flag into their base. Because usually what would happen in those is we would get a lead, and we would just sit on the lead and play defense, because it's, again, you kill so many people, and then the spawn times in our games were rather high. Yeah, both teams get a flag. I don't know, just tell me how it works, and I'll believe you. Okay, so that's capture the flag. But, like, the rule set that we played, the rule set that we played had, your flag had to be at home in order to... Okay, so you had power-ups. Okay, but still. So why can't you just camp the power-ups? Are they too far away from the base or something? I could see that. I mean, that'd be fun. But see, how do you improve on that? How do you make it the next FPS game that comes out better than that? That's the part that I never get excited about FPS anymore, because how do you improve on that? Like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, we can complain all we want that Dark Souls 2 has major gameplay issues, but they did also address a lot of the gameplay issues that were in Dark Souls 1 that people complained about. Like, I don't know, I still don't understand the runbacks. I don't like when you lose that you need to have this really long run back through. In Dark Souls 1 there was nothing there, and once you had the few enemies that there were on farm, it was like, why am I even, you know... I should have arrowed both. The one thing that Dark Souls, I wish they would make sure is in all of their games, is the detailed backgrounds in the game that show you, that both foreshadow where you have been and where you are going. And they were very, very well done. Very detailed. It was a detail that I typically don't see in games. But those backdrops, like, you could just sit around and just admire how cool they all looked. It was a very beautiful game in that respect, very artful. And all people can complain about is the difficulty and stuff. You can't have offensive classes defend like you play two defenders. Yeah, there was like limits to like the classes and stuff, but I don't know. Just felt really limited. Alright, boss 1 complete. Now, my next trick Glad we picked that item up, because if we forgot it, I'd be screaming now. There's gonna be a run, I forget it. There will be a run. Yeah, I mean, Quake 3 really seemed to be kind of like the apex in that whole genre. There's a few other games that had some major breakthroughs too. Wow, I've never had this combo in a speedrun. This is a very easy fight. So, there's weird things in this game. Yeah, it's... I don't understand Counter-Strike, because basically the problems that we've been talking about and the way certain games have handled it, Counter-Strike never really did anything about it. But it's still really popular. It could just be that it's casual enough, right? I mean, that seems to be the MLG thing of the days. The game can't be chess because, like, chess is like doing much better than it used to in terms of exposure because of all this esports and internet and just how easier it is to get to an audience when you don't have a television program. At least in the U.S. Like, I know, chess is not like, oh my god, thriving, but it's doing a lot better, I would think. But chess is also not as big as Counter-Strike. Because I think that Counter-Strike is more approachable to people. Alright, boss 2. That is not... Okay, good. He's immune to that. That Aegis shield that we picked up, the Aegis of the Immortal, is a big deal, because it makes us immune to Petrify, which is very worth picking up, because, like, that doggy just cast Petrify on us. Okay, so those things are finally down. Oh! Exact count? Are you kidding me? I think he has actually a Doom spell. That was a bunch of crap. I mean, if I'm never gonna go first... Are you seriously texting me again? Come on! I don't know what that just said. K. You texted me the word K. Yeah, I mean, and Counter-Strike has the problem that... I mean, it does have the offense and defense. I mean, it's set up to where... But it says, I don't understand why... That's 2 down. Wow, we aren't even at 3 hours yet. Now, the 4th boss is a little bit more time-consuming than the previous ones. But first we have to do boss 3.
Not sure why we went this way again every time I do this. Oh yeah, so you're talking about RNG. I mean, look at Hearthstone. The game has been made even more. Every patch is making it more casual, but it's thriving. It's pro. Blizzard tried to kill the pro community for it, just like it did StarCraft 2, and it's thriving. Please, Stoner. That's totally fine. I still have the problem that you guys are alive, but we're immune to stone, so good luck with that. We're also immune to confusion, so good luck with that. Fallout 1 and 2, very well done games. I don't like Fallout 3. Mainly because it was, I mean, the biggest problem I have with it is that it was released, and the game was not ready to be released. There's so many bugs in that game. Yeah, it's like, I mean, there are patches to make it harder and stuff too. Wow, are we just gonna get double doomed? Wow. Triple doomed! Look at this bullshit. Why don't... Stoner. Fucking Stoner. Oh my god. Oh, it sucks. Doom him. What the hell? This is why I did this way first, because... Anyway. I don't understand why people put up with Vasitas crap. I wouldn't, I mean... It's one thing to have some errors in the game, but like ones that like corrupt your saves, make the game unplayable without you knowing. Not in this one. Other Final Fantasies, I'd have to go back to the previous save. Now, what it does though is it makes you go back to the very start of the fight the way you entered the fight. But in terms of time loss, is that basically if we get stuck somewhere, we're probably going to be stuck somewhere a while. You know, this is pretty much like the black sheep of Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy series. Like, this is a Final Fantasy game. With StarCraft 2, I mean, they... Didn't they not... I don't remember. I didn't play StarCraft 2, I just know the story of it, and I can't remember the story. With Hearthstone, they basically just didn't care. And they wouldn't put features in the game. Like, for Hearthstone, there was no spectator mode, so there's no way to, like, have commentary or stream the game without having, like, 3 screen shares going on. I mean, the community, like how Dota works is, you know, the community basically makes the game. Oh boy, we are in trouble here. If this is not the 1 damage version, we are so dead. What was the thing that they did for... I don't remember what they did right now. Like, I'm thinking about this and I already screwed this up. Shit. But for Hearthstone, it's basically the game is not built for be able to handle competitive play. And then they added all of it when they realized, I think, exactly how much money they could make off of it. Maybe, I don't know. I say that a lot, like, oh, they realized how much money they could make, but I just don't think Blizzard cares. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think they behave a lot differently. I mean, I think their current business model is to tap into what's already a proven business method, make the game casual. Casualer. That game, yeah, I heard a lot of good things. I saw Dan's Gaming playing it. I was gonna check it out. I'm a big fan of Baldur's Gate. Like, I have like a top 10 list, like the greatest games ever. And Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are really, really, really well done. From game balance to story to really Baldur's Gate 2. Like, that they made everything from the original game better. So we could potentially fall down here, screw things up. You don't want to do that. These things love to spam Doom. Really? That's a shame. Witcher's a fantastic series. Like, a lot of people say, well, 1 and 2 kind of suck, but I have a friend that got me into the like, basically, like, the Polish studio that made that game had a ridiculous amount of attention to detail when it came to, like, music and setting. I mean, whatever gameplay issues in that game there are aside, I still have to play 1 and 2. I should stream it at some point. And since it's popular, I might actually review it. But in those first 2 games, he was telling me about the people responsible for making the music and stuff, and they're like all composers and shit. And I like that. Like, one of the things that I think really makes these yeah, 2 I heard fixed a lot of the issues with 1. But, what was I saying? Like, these nostalgic games, like the music, I think, the music is, like, even if the gameplay isn't perfect, I mean, the music, I mean, how many of these retro streams love to play, like, chiptunes and stuff? Because you can, like, listen to that shit all day. It's, like, the perfect background music for anything you're doing. Add a little conversation, all of a sudden you got a game stream. So we have a couple more regular fights, and then we're going to have Zoo, which is the repeat of the 4th boss, the bird guy. And then we have the final battle. That's all that's left. So we are doing very, very well. And we're going to gain a lot of time, I think. And we also, that is the max level. We have reached level 25. We will not get any higher. This should kill all of them. We're going to seed here, and we're going to have our final stretch of potentially falling down time. When we beat the boss, we will fall down to the previous level. See, I have a handicap with that, and I didn't get into fighting games, I really didn't get into shooting games too much. I was barred from them as a kid. Keep in mind the whole Mortal Kombat thing, and the story of Janet Reno trying to ruin the gaming industry. Because it's too violent. You want to hear a funny story? Have you ever heard of a game called Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors? It has an infamous game in it called Desert Bus. Have you ever heard of Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors and the game Desert Bus? Well, it was a game that was supposed to be released on Sega, I believe Sega CD, before that platform became defunct. And it was in response to Janet Reno's war on Mortal Kombat and everything violent in video games. Penn and Teller had made a statement about it, basically saying that, well, Janet Reno was saying something about, well, games need to be more realistic, that people want to be realistic, like real life, and with all this lifelike violence, and they said, well, let's make a game as much like real life as possible. And that's where Desert Bus came from. The idea of showing that real life sucks so much that this is why games are what they are. And it was a really cool social statement that probably didn't get too much press because, well, the game never got released. And it's basically just sort of folklore now. Or it did get released or something, but I mean, you didn't hear of it because it wasn't like, oh my god, in the store. It actually was the game cartridge itself was a brilliant idea, because it's all basically like tricks you play on your friends. You have them come over to play the game, but the game is actually rigged in some way, like you're playing like a Galaga type game with your buddy, and your score is scored differently than theirs, so you win, or like it's something that predicts your there's a fortune teller game that predicts your birthday exactly correct, and the idea is that you actually go in and play the game first, and you set the person's birthday and stuff. So, but I mean, as far as like a meta thing, it was a really cool idea, I thought, because it plays on the medium of the game. I thought it was cool. But at any rate, one of the games in it is this Desert Bus experiment, and you literally, it's a, really? We're just going to cast Doom and hit it every time. Here comes the Psych Shield. But the thing is weak to arrows, we're just going to shoot arrows. Oh, he was strong against all of that, huh? But yeah, so you basically drive a bus, I believe, from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Las Vegas to go to the show. And you literally are driving a bus. It always veers to the left if you fall off of the straight road for 8 hours, and the game does simulate the entire time. So you do actually, like, if you want to win and score 1 point, you have to drive for 8 hours and like tap right enough times. But yeah, if you drive above the speed limit or touch the sides, you will be towed back to the start. You can also, I think you can also stop, and you can also basically open and close the bus door. That's it. That's the entire game. There's actually online simulators that emulate the thing, and you can play it. Pretty cool. Check out this story, and the wiki article has most of the gory details of the whole reason it exists in the story I just told you. Meanwhile, I gotta focus because we got a final fight up. The stupid Psych Shield. We're actually gonna have to heal. We're actually just gonna double heal. And I fucked up. Ugh! You need to use life on each. Whenever we think someone can cast Doom, we have to... If he casts Doom, we lose. You are fucking me, game! Holy shit! Wow! See, I'm talking too much, and we fuck up everything. This entire run is now potentially over. The entire run. Unbelievable. I can't believe he's hit Doom Dance 6 times in that last fight. Unbelievable. Well, it's already been shown. It's already been shown that it doesn't make people any more violent than they already are. It's just that people look for a scapegoat. They look for a scapegoat that's not the parents, that isn't society in general and the way that we treat violence in society. I mean, we have football players that are allowed to beat their wives. Like Floyd Mayweather. He's still allowed to box, but he's been, I believe, convicted of beating multiple wives. So the more money that you have, the more it's okay. Wow, we actually could have gone all in there. We'll go all in next round. I need to get her up. Stupid ass Doom Dance. We're just gonna go all in. Hopefully he's dead. I think he's dead here. Now he's dead.
So that wasn't too bad that we wiped only once. It could have been worse. So this is it. We go to the final boss, and game's over after that. And I'll be wrapping up here. I don't know, I just don't play scary games. Like, horror has really changed. Like, I don't think jump scares imply a good horror game. I like the ones that have the stories better. Like, I think like, Outlast or whatever. Outlast. Is a terrible, terrible, terrible game. But it gets so much love because apparently, I don't know. I think streaming saved that game. Like, let's be honest. And here we go, final fight. We meet it last. I told you we'd never get above. Oh my god. And we want to get out of this as fast as possible, because we don't want him to cast things that reduce our damage and stuff. He's strong against that, so he casts like status effect changes and stuff, and we don't want to have like defense down in the later rounds here. So that's phase 1. That's an okay game. It doesn't really fit my spice, but it's not just like, oh my god, jump scares, but like, I like the games with the puzzles. Like, well, this is not really a horror game, but like, one of my favorite games of all time. This is a mistake. You'd be healing both. One of my most favorite games of all time is the Myst series. I think Myst is a fantastic, fantastic game that, it has art, it has thought, and I think, like, it is one of, like, if we had a Library of Congress of, like, archive of games, like how some sites have that kind of stuff, it's one that needs to be part of that. The whole idea is very simple. The puzzles are, I mean, they aren't like impossible, they aren't impossibly complex, they're just there. Some of them are harder than others. Yes, start with one. Just start with the first one in the series, because you won't want to play one after playing the others, because they improve the graphics, basically. Like, it's not flat, it's not flat pictures, but, I mean, if you really get into the game, not like pretend you're there or anything, but I just mean like if you get into the environment and the exploring and stuff, it's a very, very cool experience. I'm a big puzzle game fan. Like, I play like online riddles and stuff, which are just nothing more than a page with a picture on it, and you're trying to get to the next page by typing in the answer, but the answer can be found in all kinds of things. There could be secret codes in the picture, you might have to go into the source code. It gets a little bit computer science-y because that's how the codes are sometimes hidden, but it requires, I mean, you don't need vast knowledge of computer stuff. Whatever you need, you'll figure out as you go, because there are clues that will lead you to what you need. Uh-oh. Oh, she's up. We're still good. We're still good. One is called Notpron, which, because you probably have been on QuakeNet before, you probably have heard of it. Oh boy. Okay, she broke out of that. We need a big time heal. Good. Web went the other way. We're spending this round to heal because some of the moves that he does do enough damage that that poison needs to not be on her. He's gonna need to seed again. We'll go greedy. We're gonna go greedy. We're very close to the end, so I'm gonna on-greed myself. Now we used white on her, I mean life on her, because I figured that might happen. Like whenever I'm not sure of what's going to happen, we life the other person. If they both life each other, unless both of them go down, it has to hit. This should be final phase. No. If that goes first, we're in trouble. We aren't even on last phase yet. It's no crit. Okay. Now hopefully he goes and hits her. Him is kind of fine, that doesn't really do that much damage for me to care. 4 flares should be enough to end this, unless that goes right. That is a big problem. We could have just lost. We need to go first, which we may not. Oh my god, we go first! Game saved. Game saved. Game saved. And we're actually gonna probably get both at full health, because he's last, most likely. Huge. Absolutely huge. That goes left, we win. Unfortunately, we can't... Now, he's immune to this, so that doesn't matter. Still does damage, but he's immune. I want to go all in. Hope she gets it. Hope this is it. Yes! We got it. We got it. We did it, friends. We defeated the Dark King. At last, it's all over.
3:21:57. Wow. Yes. If you see the clock, that is against my best time, which, as far as I know, I'm the only person that runs the full run of this game. You really can't beat, like, even if you're glitching, like, if we took out the fire stuff, subtract 5 hours, we're basically in the same realm as the top speeds for this game. There really aren't many people that run this game to begin with, but there's a glitch in this game that lets you basically skip the entire third world. It also gives you unlimited seeds from when you get there too, so. And they also can cheat on that final boss fight, and they can also cheat on 2 other boss fights. But I think they only cheat on one of them. Yeah, we did really well. We gained nearly 20 minutes in the first phase of the game. Like 45 minutes in the first 2 zones is very competitive. Regardless of how you're playing this game. Like, I can't imagine you doing it any faster than 40. That's the game. I have to leave very soon, so I'm going to be wrapping up here. I don't know who else is here. I don't know if there is anyone. Thanks for coming by, Zenka. I don't remember your other name. Zenka... something. I can't remember. But that was fun talking to you. Always with anybody that comes by. You could have checked out anybody else's stream. You came here, which is awesome. And I hope you had fun. Oh, Eugene. I'll just call you Eugene. But usually there's a couple other people that pop in, even if they don't update the viewer count and stuff. The end here is really funny, by the way. There's these massive seagulls. I think they're seagulls. They could be bagels. They're flying over the sea, though, so I'm assuming they're seagulls. And there's also this massive school of fish that's like the size of the ship. But yeah, so thanks for coming by. Oh, I didn't know that. Ooh.
But yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. I will post this as the new best speedrun, I guess, because clearly the only sector that we lost time. We lost time in 3 sectors, technically. And we lost more than me hitting the button. Yes, you missed everything, Epic Mick. Missed everything. You missed a new best time on this game, which is, I mean, I was gonna not run this game forever, but we're gonna have to run it again, like either tomorrow, the next day, or something when the TI qualifiers aren't going on. Because we keep shaving off like these massive. I'll be back for Dota later. If you want to play some Dota later, we can play some Dota. Because I got the Chinese qualifier, the best of 5 is tonight, and I'm probably gonna want to play some Dota before that. I know that the Americas qualifier is in a little bit. It might already be going on. I don't know. I have to do something, so I don't know exactly when I'll be back. I'll be kind of checking in. There's also, I think, a big hockey game on tonight, too. There's a lot of playoffs and stuff going on. So yeah, I'll be checking some of that out. I'll probably be over in Slax's stream if he's actually still doing Scrub Hub. That was actually pretty cool. If you didn't check this out, Zink, Sir Action Slacks is doing a hub for all this, not Scrub Cat. I mean, you call it the Scrub Hub, but it's like anybody that wants to come in and cast, or he even had people come over his house and shit. And it was a really cool thing, I thought. I mean, it's something that the League community doesn't do. Really, any gaming community doesn't really do. So I thought that was pretty cool. If I was nearby, I would have gone. But I am 2,000 miles away from him, and I said I'd love to come on. It's called the Scrub Hub. He cast one of your games? Oh my god, are you serious? You were in that game? Oh my god. Shut up, birds. That is cool. That was... Love the guy to death. He needs to practice more casting. I don't know, like, any caster I run into this problem that, even like the BTS studio and stuff, and take it with a grain of salt. Like, I make mistakes on casting too. I know how hard it is to know everything that's going on. I appreciate casters that follow the game more. Like, random shit's funny, but then you also have the problem that you're casting pro games. All I want to do... Oh, they didn't use it? I actually, Mick, I don't think it was in last week's, because I did watch his thing where he literally went through every single video that was submitted. I don't think it was in the cycle that he did. Yeah, you just gotta realize... I mean, it's a thing that comes with practice, too, because he has his personality that's on the stream all the time. People love that. So you have this problem of taking the personality and trying to squeeze it into the caster role, where you have 2 different sets of people expecting 2 different sets of things, and I don't... like, even if he said, hey, what am I supposed to do, you know... because I don't have an answer for him. I'm not like his best friend or anything, so I don't really have some magical, oh my god, way to fix it. All I could say is that it's practice, and I mean, you're going to end up making someone unhappy in the process, and that's something that, as a streamer, is not good because you lose viewers, right? Like, I don't know, even the pros, when I hear them cast, irritate me because they're wrong half the time. I mean, I'm not the best expert of Dota ever, but the things that they're pointing out are... the pros do a better job of pointing certain things out. Gods does a way better job now. He understands a lot of, the picking mechanics. BTS is getting really, really good at what they do, and people aren't realizing this, and people keep saying, well, they're only 3K MMR, because they are watching pro games, and your MMR just doesn't matter when you go to play in-houses and above. It's a team game. It's down to the mechanics between certain heroes and the interactions and the decisions that you make. It has nothing to do with... I mean, you could be the best micro ever. If you just got out-drafted, like we've seen in some of the Chinese qualifier games, you're just going to lose. So, yeah. Yeah, we can talk about this whenever. I need to wrap this up, and I need to go. We got 3:21:57. The old best time was 3:40, so I'm loving this. This is fantastic. I'm going to save this. And what I don't know when we're saving this, by the way, is like the... Yeah, the pros are... I mean, the pros have an edge. Like, there's... I mean, it's the same reason that they do it on TV. You have a pro and you have a color commentator, right? And then you have some type of analyst stats guy that's kind of... Like, you have some tertiary person. But there's all these different mechanics. There's this improvisational, like, comedy style. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I try to do. I try to follow. Like, when I cast, I try to follow various heroes throughout the game. Like, when people aren't paying me to do anything, which I don't really get paid when I cast anyways. But, like, I try to add something to the game that you wouldn't otherwise get. I don't try to make the game what it is not. But I mean, sometimes silly things happen in games, and you roll with that too. But like some of the TI games, like we did a bunch, and then we did one of them where I just kind of followed one hero because Kurok was playing really good puck the first couple of games, and I mean he's not like the world's best puck, but he was making lots of good decisions, so it was really interesting watching him. And we also watched Lana, because it's one thing you don't usually see, because it's like, well, I had people actually watching the thing, so I'm like, well, you could be watching, you know, the mainstream, but the mainstream is just, you know, following the camera work or whatever. So we're going to follow certain things that you wouldn't be able to see normally, and that's something that the big casts can't really follow. So maybe there's a niche there, I don't know. All right, take it easy, guys. Thanks for joining me as always. I'll probably host Slacks or something just for the hell of it, but whatever. You have no obligation to spam anything or whatever. Do whatever you want. Thanks for joining me. You could be anywhere, but you came here. Love you. Later.